Hello, I'm Claudia Reese Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Friday the 26th. Yes, Friday the 26th of August 2022. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. I do various things in there, but one thing I always do in there is mini reads for donations. So if you've got a burning question for your higher self, if you want guidance for a particular area in your life or a particular relationship, come along in there. It's my donation for those mini reads. You can find the next shows laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there, and you can click on notify me or something like that to the shows that you want to come along to. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for it in the description box below, and also one up there too. I get them out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. If it says it's all sold out, just check back later because I usually make some available each day. So let's see what's in the energies for everybody today. Got the bringer of change and empowerment here. I almost just took empowerment by itself because I was being lazy, but both these cards came out really. So we've got change where empowerment is considered. Not very good English, but hey, in other words, you might be dealing with the situation in a very different way than you usually would. You might be saying no to someone when usually you would say yes. You might be switching things up on someone today. If you let someone get away with something before, perhaps not today. This could also be empowerment bringing change about as well. So if you have been working on your empowerment lately, you might be reaping the results of that today. Whenever we empower ourselves, what we're doing really at a soul level or on an internal emotional level is we're causing our inner child to trust us, to trust ourselves more. If you think about it, a parent of a child is what you've got going on inside of you, right? You're the parent and you're the child too. You're taking care of your inner child or not. And if you think of it as a parent of a child, like two people, the child doesn't trust a parent that isn't really taking care of them, right? It's not looking out for them. They're not doing the things that you do, like a parent that is taking good care of a child would do. So there's little trust there. But if that parent is taking really good care of the child, then that child feels cared for, feels loved, and there's a lot of trust there. And so that's what you're doing inside of yourself when you're making good decisions for yourself and you're empowered, is your inner child can really trust you. And when the inner child trusts you, that inner child can be more creative, can be like the child that they're always meant to be kind of thing. They can put their mind to other stuff. They don't have to worry anymore. Tending the garden. So you're sorting stuff out in your environment, and that could be people. Yeah, some of you could be like straight up telling someone no and you usually say yes to them today. Let me know in the comments below. Communication. Your communication is changing today. You might surprise yourself today. It's a very good thing. What else? So you're being a bit Queen of Swordsy, huh? We have the Four of Pentacles. You're like, no, you can't have my purse. No, you can't borrow that money. No. Or, yeah, just no. This is a big card of no. And the Two of Wands. I'm making different choices. Now, if someone is trying to borrow money off you, for example, you're like, no, because I'm using this money to go on holiday. I'm using this money as a down payment on my new house. Like, and you don't need to do that. I mean, no is a complete sentence, but in your mind, it might make you feel better to have a no because there. Now, if we're talking about your energy, someone wants you to do something, you're like, no, because I'm focused on this thing for myself at the moment. Power tools. Hopefully you can't hear that, but I can. But it's pretty loud for me. I know this doesn't often pick up a lot of the outside noise in the same way as I can hear it. So the star came out first, which is about a very positive feeling, a very clean kind of feeling, a very hopeful, but it's more than hopeful. It's like a child with a clean slate, with a positive, like this is going to be great kind of a feeling. That could be why your inner child needs to trust you more. And then another two. I think we've got decisions to make today. Two of Pentacles. So something that you've been weighing up. You've been weighing up the options, balancing things out, maybe considering implications of something for a choice. Four of Pentacles is a no. It's just a no. Why are we saying no today? Because it's a good thing to do. Oh no. There's one. Oh no, there's more cards on the floor. There's two. I will take the two that are on the floor. Why the Four of Pentacles? Because Ace of Materials, because there's something bigger, better out there for me. There's something that I want to put my time, my efforts, my energy into, which is going to reap bigger results for me. No, because I know how this goes. Six of Emotions is about the past. Like, I've lived this before. Like, this has happened before, or I know how this story ends. I've been there before. I am not doing the same thing. So you might be called today to enable someone and do the same thing over again. Like, you've learned that lesson already. Use your energy, your resources, your money, whatever, your time, whatever it is, to build something for yourself. Don't squander it. It feels to me like you have been allowing a drain to drain your energy or your time or your money, and you're realizing it's all for now. So why not use that to create something great for yourself instead? What's behind this? Is emotional release and divine timing. So it's about time you did this. And yes, there might be emotional release behind it as well. It might be a big relief to say no. Could be someone that you've been saying yes to for a long time. So the Two of Wands, this is an alternative. Like, I've got alternative actions for my energy, for my time, for my money, my wishes. So definite feeling of I am going to use my resources for me and my wishes now instead of you and your wishes going on today. And what's behind that is growth and movement into balance. There you go. You're moving into balance. So you've been about other people before, putting other people first. That's time you've grown. You've realized, self-love is about putting me first for a change, and that doesn't make you really selfish. You're still going to be a giving person. Don't compare yourself with those people. Really, don't. You're not like them. The Star, this is a hopeful kind of clean slate. This is going to be really great. Kind of an energy. This is when you get positively focused on what it is that you want, and like a positive vision of the future, and like, I'm going for this thing. It's going to be really good. Eight of Emotions is behind that, because I've let go of all the stuff that is not it anymore. I've left behind the stuff that's been standing in my way. I've left behind the stuff that has been enabling me to stand in my own way. I've stopped doing that stuff now. I can be hopeful now. There's this refreshing feeling today that you're no longer, it could be about this Ace of Materials, you're no longer squandering your energy. You're going to divert it into your vision for your wishes instead, and you're going to be so powerful when you do that. The universe loves it when we start doing the self-loving thing, when we empower ourselves and when we use our resources for where our power is, like in our own journeys, our own lives, what we are creating for ourselves, instead of people pleasing. Past, present, and future. Wow, it could be really big, this. It's got something to do with perhaps something that you've tried in the past, but it feels like it's going to be very different. The recipe, the ingredients that you've got now, which is you, this empowerment and this self-knowledge and self-love, is very different energy than when you've tried it previously. So balancing up the options, you've got a decision to make here. Two of Pentacles, why? Five of Materials. It's all about the no. All about the no today. It's all about what you leave yourself out of. That is the most important thing today, what you say no to. It opens doorways to the positive, what you can put your energy or your time into. It's like quitting your job or something like that. That's a very powerful no. And then you've got space, right? And then you've got your time, and then a job that you do want can show up after that. It's like that. Healing is very healing as well. Oh, it's so healing to advocate for yourself. Yes, it's all about the no today. How about our love lives? Is that all about the no too? You'll be. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. Now, for some of you in relationships, the person could be switching it up today. They could have some news for you of change in their lives that's going to affect your relationship. And it doesn't have to be a negative thing. You could make it into a negative thing if you want, or you could make it into a positive thing. Go with the flow. See where it goes. It could be an opportune time for this change. Know your worth in relationships as well. So for some, this switch up that's happening today, it could be a no for you. It could be, well, now we're not on the same page anymore. We don't want the same things. If you're making that change within your life, or no, this is a no. I'm worthy of more than this. It could be that for some of you. It's not necessarily a no for all of you. But definite change going on within relationships today. Patience. Having patience. Now, on the other hand, it could be someone making changes in order to be with you, and you could have patience around that as well, and knowing your worth, getting them to step up. Yeah, make those changes. I'll wait for you. It could be that kind of an energy. I'm here. I'm waiting. Memories. This has got that feeling of good times in the past when you thought perhaps it wasn't that good a time, but you look back and it's like, oh, I wish I'd have acknowledged and enjoyed that more, because it actually was a good time, even though I was a bit frustrated at the time that it wasn't enough for me. It was actually a really good time. Acknowledge that, because you could be in the same position now. You could be loving what's going on now, instead of in the future looking back and going, oh, I wish I'd have really appreciated and loved what was going on now, instead of feeling this frustration that it wasn't enough. So if that is ringing a bell with you guys, it's a wake-up call to say, don't do that to yourself, because it sends you on a spiral downwards when you don't appreciate the moment fully for what it is. Try and enjoy what's going on at the moment, rather than focusing on the frustrations of what's not going on at the moment. Communication. You got communication happening in a relationship today, so someone could be getting in touch with you. Yes, definitely about change. There's change around relationships today. What else? We've got holding on. Someone is clinging on to something. Could be a problem in their life that they're clinging on to as well, and everyone's saying to them, and perhaps you're saying to them, just let it go. Make a different decision then. It could be you that's holding on to something and other people saying that to you. Just let it go. Make a different decision. Complaining. What's the point in that? Just make a different decision. Why listen to people that are complaining? You say, well, do something different then. Don't do it. Don't do it and then complain about it. Say no to it. We've all got a choice. And it's rarely someone holding a gun to our head saying that we've got to do it. Seriously. Intimacy. There could be intimate conversations, heart-to-heart conversations today about, and it might surprise you as well, especially if someone's switching things up on you and saying, there's this big change going on in my life. I'm going to be moving to somewhere else for a job or something like that. It's going to affect our relationship. And it might surprise you for you to advocate for yourself and go, well, I don't think that's going to work for me. I think, good luck, you go off and do that, and I'll be here living my life. Let's go our separate ways. Could be an intimate conversation like that for some of you. For some of you, this won't be a deal breaker for you. But certainly advocate for yourself. Some of you are falling in love. So some of you are having this intimate conversation. It's the other way around kind of thing. It's a coming together. You're falling in love. What else is in the energies today? What else? Oh, yeah. We have an axe, forces working against you. And what I heard when this card came out was it might appear like forces are working against you, but it's not actually the case. You have choice. You always have choice. It's in the energies today. It's like, just make better choices for yourself. Unsuccessful plans, says they're not. We had that yesterday as well. And a heart, great happiness. There's this chance at great happiness. But it feels like there's a lot of choices to make today, different choices than you used to be making before. And that's what's going to lead to the happiness. Well, think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer. This is just a bit of fun because this is a general reading. If you want me to pick one of those crystals out for a yes or no answer question that you've got, come along to my Psychic Cafe show. It's for donations in those mini reads. I'll also pick out cards as well as to why it's a yes or why it's a no. It doesn't even need to be a yes or no answer question as well. You might want to ask what's going on with your person or your job or whatever. I can also use them in private readings as well. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there too. After you've booked in, if you want to ask specific questions for your reading, you can do that. Just choose the general guidance option, and after you've booked in, click on the Contact Us page on my website. You can put your questions in there. How best to deal with these energies today? We have the female version of the King of Pentacles. So this is your energy. This is saying you've got it within you. That stability, that thing that you want, you've got it within you. Don't seek it outside of yourself. Seek it within yourself. You've got what it takes today, and it is all about the know. You can provide the stability that you want in yourself, but you need to be making really good decisions for yourself, and you're allowed to do that as well. You're allowed to make any decision you want. You're allowed to make bad decisions for yourself if you want as well. Totally up to you. I would suggest you make the good ones, but, you know, sometimes it's difficult to see which is a bad decision and which is the good decision, right? We just got to wing it. And it doesn't matter what decision you make anyway. Your higher self isn't going to abandon you. You know, there's no point do our higher selves or our guides say, or the universe says, yeah, she made the wrong decision. She's by herself now. Think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is yes. I knew it was going to be yesterday. There you go. I'm psychic, you know. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. I do one of these energy updates every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week at my Psychic Cafe show. Come along for your mini reading there. And I also do 3 love picker card reads a week as well. Let me know what you want them to be about in the comments below. And there's one right there right now which you can watch if you so wish. Well, have the best day ever. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.